Next, shall we see the next one? I am going to teach now menstrual hygiene. Menstrual hygiene, it is vital, it is very important for good health, well-being, dignity and empowerment children, and also productivity for women. So menstrual hygiene is very important for all these things children. Okay, the impact of poor menstrual hygiene. Now menstrual hygiene, it is a vital for good health, well-being, dignity, productivity of women, I said. Suppose the impact of poor menstrual hygiene, it leads stress, fear, okay, and inactivity. It can keep the girls inactive during this period. Okay, yes, yeah. Next, clean and safe, absorbable clothing material and sanitary napkins, pads, tampons, and menstrual cups have been identified as the materials. These are all the materials used to manage menstruation children. Okay. Next, shall we go to the next one? Menopause. Already I told what is menopause, the final stage, the end stage of menstrual cycle, that is menopause. Stop, it will stop that process, we say as a menopause. Menopause is the phase, this is also 2-mark question or 3-mark question. Listen children carefully. Menopause is the phase in the woman's life when ovulation and menstruation stops. The average age of menopause is 45 to 50 years. Okay, that's all about menopause. Shall we go to the next one, fertilization and implantation. Fertilization, again and again we are seeing what is fertilization. A haploid sperm from the testis and haploid ovum from the ovary fuse together form diploid zygote. That's all about fertilization. It's clear children? Okay children? Okay. Now the sperms deposited in the female reproductive tract undergo capacitation. It may come as a one word or 2-mark question. Listen carefully once again. The sperm deposited in the female reproductive tract undergo capacitation. It's a biochemical event children. What happened here? The sperm penetrate the ovary and fertilize the egg. This is the event happening capacitation. Once again, the sperm penetrate the ovum and fertilize the egg. Clear? The fertilization occurs only if the ovum sperms are transported simultaneously, particularly ampullary isthmic junction of the fallopian tube. Very important one-word question I taught now. The sperm and ovum fuse together in the ampullary isthmic junction of the fallopian tube, not in the uterus. Where both of them are fused, it fuse. Both sperm and ovum fuse and fertilization takes place in the fallopian tube itself, particularly the ampullary isthmic junction of the fallopian tube. Here a very important point I have taught children. Note it. Before the sperm can enter the egg, what are the things happen? Now I am going to say. Now the sperm penetrate multiple layer of granulosa, that is follicular cells. The ovum, corona radiata. First, the sperm penetrate the corona radiata, and also in the ovum there is an acid, a adhesive cementing substance. Very important one word I'm saying. Note it. The follicular cells are held together, children, in the ovum. Many follicle cells are there. Follicular cells are there. Okay. The follicular cells are held together by an adhesive cementing substance. It is called hyaluronic acid. Very, very important one word question. Okay. Now, in the sperm, the head of the sperm consists acrosome. Already I taught. Recall the point. Okay. Now, inside the acrosome of the sperm, there is a proteolytic enzyme is there. It is called as hyaluronidase. Now, the hyaluronidase in the sperm disintegrate hyaluronic acid that is present in the ovum. Clear? Okay. By the way, the sperm penetrate the outer layer zona radiata and the middle layer zona pellucida. By the way, it enter into the vitelline membrane where it forms fertilization membrane. Now I am going to say the function of the fertilization membrane. The fertilization membrane prevent the penetration of multisperms. By the way, it prevent polyspermy. Clear, children? Which one avoid or prevent polyspermy? Come on, say the answer. Fertilization membrane. Clear? Okay. The first cleavage produce two identical cells after zygote, after the fusion of sperm and ovum. The zygote is formed, I told no. Now it forms blastomeres. What is blastomere? Two identical cell is formed due to mitotic division, due to cleavage, that is blastomeres. They produce 4 cells, then 8 cells, then 16 cells, then 32 cells. Likewise, division is going on, happen, children. So, after 72 hours of fertilization, now it seems to be a berry-shaped cluster of cell that is called morula. Once again I am saying, after zygote, blastomeres are formed. Then the blastomeres undergo cleavage, mitotic division. At the end, a berry-shaped morula is formed. Now, under the influence, what happened? Blastocyst is formed. The blastocyst is composed of single layer of a flattened large cell is called trophoblast and small cluster of 20 to 30 rounded cell. The small cluster of 20 to 30 rounded cell is called inner cell mass. Clear? Inner cell mass. What is inner cell mass? Small cluster of 20 to 30 rounded cell is called inner cell mass. Where it is? It is inside the blastocyst. Now, the inner cell mass inside the blastocyst develops into embryo. Which one become embryo? Come on, say the answer. Which one become embryo? Inner cell mass. Okay. How many cells? 20 to 30 rounded cells which is present in the blastocyst. Okay. That only become embryo. Now, this embryo implanted in the uterine wall, in the uterus wall, particularly in the endometrium. This process is called implantation. Okay, children? So, I clearly taught fertilization and implantation. Okay, children? Next, sometimes ectopic pregnancies happen. That I am going to teach now. What is ectopic pregnancy? If the fertilized ovum is implanted outside the uterus, actually the ovum implanted inside the ovary, that is normal embryo. But the same fertilized embryo, the embryo, if it is implanted outside the uterus, maybe in the fallopian tube, it is called, in this condition, it is called ectopic pregnancy. Important 3-mark question. Okay. 95% of ectopic pregnancies occur in the fallopian tube. Okay, children. The growth of the embryo may cause internal bleeding. Definitely, infection may happen. In some cases, even death also happen due to the rupture of fallopian tube. This takes place in ectopic pregnancy. That's all, children. Now I want to teach. Okay, children. In this class, we have learned about what? What we have seen, children, so far? Come on, see. Can you say? What are the titles we have seen? First, oogenesis, isn't it? Next, structure of ovum, isn't it? The third title, menstrual cycle. The fourth one, fertilization and implantation. For the menstrual hygiene and menopause. All this we have seen in this class. Bye, children. You could have clear everything. Once again recall. Very soon I will give homework. I request all my biology students to follow the homework. Clear? Bye, children. Bye.